Gemini 26, winter frost in the forest. This is an image of essence. Hoarfrost, for example, is one of the most beautiful of life's phenomena. It's beautiful because it strips away everything that cannot survive. It strips away the false. Now, applied to personality, what cannot survive is that which is not real within our behavior. What we have copied, what we have borrowed, what is a glamour. Those shallow dressings don't survive the test of time. They don't survive death. Whereas there is something essential within us which does survive death, was there before we were born, and is here now, disguised, hidden, obscured by fame and fortune, surface things that don't last. This winter frost in the forest is an image of stripping away everything that is shallow or false in order to know something of the essence. In other words, the soul. So, the soul responds very well to beauty, and this is an image of beauty. In one sense, the view of a winter frost in the forest is very beautiful on the surface level. We can see that snow and frost usually beautifies something. And on the first level, it looks nice, it looks pretty. It goes on Christmas cards because it's pretty. But there's a deeper sense of what is actually meant here. This level of beauty that we're discussing is a spiritual experience. If you actually go into a forest in the winter and you stay quietly, you dress up against the cold, maybe light a fire, just sit there by the fire, just noticing the forest. It's very silent. There is no silence that can compare in some senses. And it's filled with a sparkling atmosphere of sacredness. There's a relationship between oneself and the trees that are surviving this frost, that have lived a long time, many of them will outlive us, some by 1,000 years. This is the sense of essence that we're looking at with this degree. Now, beneath all the glamour, glitter, and presentations of prettiness, the truth of who we are is itself very beautiful. It's the essence of beauty. And we have a sense here of splendor. It's a spiritual emotion, splendor, like awe. When people misuse the word awesome or awful, it's quite a shame. The word awe is wonder, like wow. Moving us towards self-purification. Sacredness does. If we experience sacredness in our lives, not only in the moment of the passing, the death of a loved one, or the birth of a child, sacred moments, both. Also this sense of the awe of nature, also sacredness. When we actually make sacredness for ourselves, we make sure our lives are beautiful in some way, that we hold on to a special occasion or a special time or a special way of doing something ritualistically, typically, to create sacredness. This has a very profound effect. It puts us in touch with the soul and therefore acts upon ourselves as a self-purification. This is what winter is in nature. Winter purifies. It kills off everything that has done its job and turns it into something else. It goes through the process of composting, taking what is dead and useless and making it into something which is living and useful. And the process of frost helps trees maintain their purity of being. And when we can surrender to this deep sense of essential beauty within ourselves, we know something of the rhythm of life. Life has to have a rhythm to be life. First out, then back. And we're like this. Perhaps the deepest rhythm of our lives is that we go out as we get older, from being a baby to grow up, and then we go back as we can get further into our aging process, and we eventually face the winter of our own lives. And if we allow to fall away that which is no longer consequential, having no importance to us anymore, if we allow it to fall away, then what comes up is this essential beauty of authenticity. Nothing to do with how we look. Nothing at all to do with how we look. Quite a lot to do with how we feel and the atmosphere we generate. And if we can remember some old people that we've met who've done this really well, they're awesome, really, in the truest sense of the word. They inspire awe, like, wow. Some people are like that.